Agave, Mescal for distillation. Moonshine life recipes. Mescal. I have been wanting to try my hand at this process for some time now. I worked on acquiring everything I needed over a few years, including an agave that would be suitable to use. Well, it all finally came together when someone emailed me about taking an agave out of their front yard. Here is how it went down. Laughing face. I dug out the plant till I could pull it out with my truck. It did not go easily. Once it came loose, I knocked all the dirt loose off the root ball and we loaded up. I cut the heart and the base of the leaves in quarters and wrapped them in aluminum foil and put it in my smoker for 4 days. It was low and slow most of the time. It went from the fresh green smell to the smell of smoke and like a roasted vegetable. In fact, it smells really good. I can understand the comparison with sweet potatoes. So it's cooked. Now to cut it. I think a lot can be cooked more, but right now, my wife is wondering why the smoker has been going out for 4 days and I still have to pull food out of it. Time to move on. To crush it, I put it in the bop barrel and started crushing it. The juice showed 8 bricks. That's low. Tequila producers typically see 14 bricks at this point. Okay, agave will be contributing mostly flavor. I will increase the alcohol content with a few liters of agave syrup that I have been drinking for about 4 years. The agave syrup started in a barrel with the valve removed. I boiled some water in the barrel to clean it, added the syrup, yeast peels, DAP and pH adjusted with acidic mixture. It covered 12 gallons and launched the super start still yeast. I did this a few days before I knew I was receiving the agave plant. I was tired of looking at those syrup bottles on the shelf and thought they could make good rum. It turns out that it was an excellent yeast for yeast and a source of alcohol for this real agave plant. This yeast lasted just over a week and was almost ready when I poured the whole batch into the large fermenter with the crushed agave. It fermented for about a week. I drained the liquid and pressed the fibrous remains in a grape press. I did a pickling run with a good amount of fibers and solids in the boiler. The low wines are rich and oily, smoky and smell just like what I was expecting. I'm making my spirit run as I type. Judging by the smells, it is a very successful effort. It will age for a while with the new charred American oak. It's not much oak, but enough. I'll keep this updated on the flavor as it develops. And thanks to Ian Chadwick's excellent tequila site. Must read if you are going on the agave road. Fermentation. At this point, a fungus is added that metabolizes sugar and produces alcohol. With the vats open, the fermentation process takes 4 to 5 days, because the yeast works in a natural way. With the vats closed, the tequila is ready more quickly, but the aromas and flavors are different. Fermentation is the most important step in the process. Good fermentation guarantees good tequila. 5. Distillation. The last stage of the production process is distillation, lasting 3 hours. The liquid enters a machine that maintains a temperature of 92 C and evaporates. Then, the steam goes to a place at 18 C and returns to the liquid state. For the drink to be called tequila, by law it is necessary to make 2 distillations. After the first one, we get the so-called ordinary tequila, which must go through the process again. The end result is white tequila, with an alcoholic percentage of 55% to 60%. Before the sale, an increase in water decreases this value, which should be between 35% and 55%. What is the difference between tequila and mezcal? There is another interesting difference related to the production process of the 2 drinks. Before distillation, the agave juice is extracted and then fermented, resulting in a drink called pulque. The way of extracting the juice is different for the 2 distillates. While in tequila the heart of the agave, called a piña, is heated in industrial ovens. In mezcal the piña are roasted in ovens dug into the ground. The heating of the pine nuts in these handmade ovens favors the caramelization and smoking of the plant, releasing the agave juice and resulting in a final distillate with smoked touches. Enjoy! Moonshine Life Recipes.